Hi, and welcome to Chelsi Shikongo Talks, where I'm talking to women in entertainment who are making a real difference and getting noticed. I'm Chelsi Shikongo, and today I continue to talk to ambitious and inspirational women who are making a real impact in the world of entertainment in Namibia and across the world. My guests today are Maria Nepembe and Lize Ehlers. Lize is a singer, songwriter, actress, playwright, and director, amongst many other roles that she's involved within the entertainment industry across the country. Maria is an actress, fashion designer, film producer, and director. Maria also appeared in season 8 of Big Brother Africa, where she was eventually voted out after 35 days. I'm sure both of you will have some amazing stories to share with us about being a woman in your industry. So welcome, both of you. How are you?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us. I'm fine. I don't know about you. You look fine.
I feel absolutely happy and just relaxed in your company, Chelsi.
Yeah, I'm very excited as well to have this conversation and just to have amazing creatives as you in studio with me today. So yeah, let's get into it. Maria, you were very honest about why you were doing Big Brother. You believed it would boost your career and profile. Did it achieve what you wanted?
Oh my gosh. And more. I think just having that exposure, that African audience, it really opened up a world of doors for me. I mean, I went to Ghana for a media tour and I was offered a job immediately. So from there, it's just been bigger and better, and I made the best decision of my life by going to Big Brother.
Yeah, Lisa, would you do Big Brother if it ever came back, Big Brother Africa?
Oh, Queen, I think I need to leave it to our Big Brother Queen. I wouldn't even know how to navigate in that space. But it's definitely a fantastic opportunity, you know, just to market yourself to the world, let people get to know your personality. I think it's absolutely awesome.
I think more than anything, it's just the experience, really. And it was a little break away from reality, from bills, from issues, from drama. You were like on a little vacation.
Nice.
And it's like you were on a different planet. So when you come out, everything is so new. Everything is traumatizing. Cars, the sounds of cars, everything just frightens you. It's like you were literally living in a box.
Like a bubble.
Like a bubble. So when you come out, everything feels brand new.
Girl, I'm going. I need a restart.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was.
So Maria convinced me. I need to get into that bubble.
Yeah, I would probably also go on to Big Brother, but I don't know if I would be okay with cameras watching me all the time.
You forget.
Oh.
2 days, you know, the first day you're wary, you know, the way you behave. 2 days later, it's like you forget there are cameras in the house. Yeah, you become completely oblivious to it. Like,
but then how do you use the bathroom? Like,
you go. You
just go.
Everybody goes to the bathroom. Who cares? We all take a dump.
I don't know. I know we do, but like, you know, you're with different people from around the world.
No, your worry is not the people in the house, because you're in the bathroom, they are somewhere else. It's the people around the house, because the entire house is made of glass. So anybody could be watching you as you take your dump or your shower. Like the production team.
I don't know. I keep changing my mind.
Yes.
I'm fluctuating between.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Girl. Okay, you repped as well.
Yes. You're both activists. Maria, you were very vocal in the push towards legalizing abortion in Namibia. And Lisa, you were protesting last year about slut shaming. Does this type of activism sit well with your careers?
Yeah, we are who we are.
Yeah, we are who we are, and people that want to work with me will work with me. They know what I believe in. They know what I stand for. So if you feel like I'm too vocal about a certain thing, then you will not approach me. But I will not be told what I can and what I cannot support.
Yeah, brand affiliation for me. Like, if you're not on board with the fact that I'm pro-choice, with the fact that I will walk in my thong and say, you know, slut shaming needs to end. You know, I want to associate with brands and with businesses, and especially women businesses in Namibia who support what I support. So definitely.
Absolutely.
Do you see it as like a social responsibility as a Namibian citizen?
Yes.
Or is it just more of like, I'm passionate about this and this is what I want to stand for?
I think it's twofold. I think it's a very personal thing. So many people are not using their voices, and I mean, the people's eyes are on us, so we have to also divert and direct their eyes to important issues. And I mean, with the poverty and what is happening in Namibia, you have to navigate accordingly. Yeah.
I think just to add on to her, I do have a voice, you know, and I'm going to use it. I do have the platform.
Yeah.
And if I need to say something, more people will listen, as opposed to somebody who doesn't have the voice that I do.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's both personal, it's stuff I believe in. I believe that women should be respected, their autonomy should be respected, they should decide if and when they want to have a baby. We have too many children out there homeless, nobody can take care of them. And they're going to have abortions, whether they're legal or not. So why not just legalize it and save lives, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly, I agree as well, because I'm pro-choice as well. And I also believe that it's everyone's responsibility to be a humanitarian. Doesn't take somebody who is famous to be a humanitarian.
Exactly.
And that's what I also feel like it's something that doesn't, you don't have to be affiliated, you don't have to be famous in order to be able to
make a
someone.
change.
Yeah.
100%.
So I completely agree. Lisa,
Yes.
you were quoted in the Namibian that people need to stop slut shaming and degrading women and gender non-conforming people when they celebrate their bodies and sexuality.
Yes.
Do you think or feel that this is a real issue in Namibia?
Very real. Since I became the technical director of Drag Night Namibia and also as the official DJ, when I post about Drag Night, all the absolutely hateful comments I get on my status.
Wow.
And I'm like, how do I even have this person in my contact list, you know? And then I'm like, if you do not respect the work that I do, if you do not respect the people that I cherish, that I love, that I do business with, then you need to not be in my contact list. And I make it very, very audible, loud, because I don't want to be associated with people who are not only patronizing but racist and sexist, homophobic. The list just goes on. And I feel just what Maria also said earlier, we have this voice, we have this platform. If we're not using it, you know, it's sort of wasted slightly. And I really believe that we need to start respecting each other on a human level, because trans rights are human rights. And for me, I'm a human rights activist. I work with Alchemia Consulting, and that is where my passion lies. You know, it's with people and their dignity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maria, out of the many roles you're involved with, which do you prefer? And why?
You mean like my job?
Yeah, like which would
Oh
you
my
want to
gosh.
do? Like,
I have found a new love in directing. I think that was initially supposed to be my calling, but obviously everything takes time, and God only prepares you to a certain extent. So when you're ready, you know you're ready. I would direct. I would absolutely direct. I love it. I'm passionate. I'm fired up. I love it. It's my life.
wow. So what would you do? You know, like there's this situation going on with this Alec Baldwin and what happened on set, how like the prop gun went off and it shot like, I think it was the cinematographer and the director.
Yes.
Like how would you feel in that situation? Like what would you have, like if you had such situation on your set?
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard about that.
Really?
2 people died.
Yeah, 2 people died.
A freak
on set.
accident.
A freak
But you're supposed to
accident.
have fake guns on set. You're not supposed to, they're props. They're not supposed to be real. And if they're real, there shouldn't be any bullets within the gun.
There was real bullets, and I think
It was a
prop
setup.
person- Really?
It
Do
was
you think
a
it's a
setup.
setup?
It was a setup. There's no way. People
was-
should be more careful than that. I mean, come on. You have, like, and on such a big production, I would presume, like, you have a person for everything. Safety. You have a person for this. A person guarding the gun. So I say it was a setup.
Yeah. Okay, I feel truly bad because I honestly think it was an honest mistake. And
Yeah, no.
How many people died?
I think the lady died, the cinematographer.
Yeah.
I think she
gosh.
passed away, and then I think the other one is still in the hospital.
Yeah.
So it went off twice, not
I
once.
have no
I think
idea.
the one bullet shot both people, because I think it's like they were testing, they were doing rehearsals. So obviously everybody was in close proximity of Alec Baldwin. And then it
I
just
watch
went
a lot of documentaries, especially crime documentaries. And trust me, it was a setup. Somebody set somebody up.
Okay.
I'm going to do a documentary about that specific incident.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay. Wow.
investigate.
Yeah, no, it was just shocking, you know, because
Yeah.
I'm a huge Alec Baldwin fan, but in that moment, you know, my husband being a humanitarian and demining specialist, we have a rule of not even having toy guns for our children at home. So the fact that guns were involved, it irks a person.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite a tragedy, you know, and everything that both parties have to deal with.
Unfortunate,
Yeah.
Same question for you, Lisa.
Yes.
You have many roles. Is there one you prefer to do, and why?
I really like show directing. So I'm only venturing into film directing now with my husband short film, Don't Mess with the Ekongoro.
Hey.
But you know me as a show director, I am obsessed when all the elements come together and suddenly everybody is just, you know, on par. On everything is, the magic is just this melting pot of deliciousness. My heart just skips a beat.
Girl!
And then, you know, when the audience just has the most amazing time, I don't know what that does to me. It's like, it's dopamine, serotonin, everything is just flowing. So I definitely would love to be a full-time show producer. And one day, maybe, when we have our own jazz club and, you know, just something like that, it would be phenomenal. Maybe even a drag queen club. I don't know.
I could probably agree as well, because with Namibian Girl Humor, I look forward more to the comments. Like, I don't really care about the views. I just want to know which part was the funniest part. Which
what
part
made you feel things?
So I think for me, it's probably the editing. I have more fun editing the videos.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's the most dreadful thing.
No, with vlogging, I don't, but like because it's just like 1 minute, 2 minute videos.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah, the
Editor,
editing.
yes.
No, I edit my own stuff, so no, it's dreadful. I hate it, but I feel like I'm the only one that can really put it together the way I want it to be.
Your vision.
Yeah.
I also have a hard time working with people when it comes to editing. Yeah.
I always thought it was trust issues, and there's this lovely exercise called the ABCD of trust. I'm like, but the people did all the ABCDs. Why am I still fighting?
I think you're a perfectionist, like myself. I like everything to be exactly the way I envisioned it. So if somebody else does it, they don't have my vision. They're just like, Maria is paying me to do this. But when I do it, it's my baby. So I know what belongs where and what should be where. So.
Yeah, and the intentionality is it's real.
Yeah.
I don't know how other people do it, but yeah.
Okay.
How old were you when you started singing, Lisa?
Girl, I didn't cry when I came into the world. I was like, no, I wish.
You sounded like Snow White.
My mother said I started singing at the age of 3. So I could barely talk, but I was singing. In jazz, I think her... You know, she was always sitting at the back of the church, and then we were Roman Catholics, so the father would be like, Mrs. Kubarska, you're singing everybody till death. So, I think I sang before I spoke.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Maria, you have a fashion brand. Why did you decide to branch out into fashion, and where did it start?
Wow. Well, it's on hold for now. I'm too busy to be creating clothes and designing clothes. But I think just my love and passion for fashion. I love beautiful clothes. I love looking good. I love styling as well. I've styled people on quite a few projects. Even like on all my sets, I do the styling. So people would always constantly ask me like, where do you get your stuff from? Where do you do this? But then I have my stuff made. So then I figured if I can design something for somebody else to make for me, I might as well have something made for me to sell to other people. And that's how Ria was born. And it was lovely while it lasted. I had clients, a whole lot of clients. But the downside of it was they wanted a personal
customized.
Yes. And I unfortunately was not able to always be there. That's why I had hired certain people for those roles. But if I'm not there, people are not happy. And I just didn't have the time. And sometimes I always want to be a part of all the processes happening, but then with my traveling and my work, it was just difficult. So I was like, let me just put this on hold for now, and when I have more time on my hands, then maybe I can, take it up again.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Lisa, you are instrumental in producing Drag Night in Windhoek. When you first started doing that, were there a few raised eyebrows?
A few.
Only
a few. There were incredibly unacceptable notes of feedback on a certain newspaper, and it was just...
Mention the newspaper.
I'm not giving clout to things. But yeah, it was really disheartening. I really thought Namibia was further in the human rights side, and opening of eyes, and respecting each others as equals and as human beings first. And I just saw that there's still so much work to do. We have so much work to do, you know, and I think just continuing, more people showing that they are, visible and representing a culture and and people, you know, and being strongly open about it. I think once it becomes as common as sliced bread, then maybe less homophobia will be present. Maybe more people will have an understanding, because, you know, Namibia has incredible people and talent, and we have so much land and space. Why can't we just sort of make it all work for each other? I honestly am a bit puzzled at the hate that's still very much living in this country.
You reminded me of the interview I watched with Viola David and Oprah, and she said, you know, when you surround yourself with people you love, you allow yourself, or you give those people permission to allow yourself to love yourself. So I think that's what's missing a lot. They're trying to understand, why do these people love each other? Why do they love to be out and proud? You know, so I think it's because we need to surround ourselves more with people that love us, that genuinely love us, that allow us and give us permission to love ourselves.
Absolutely. I love what you're saying, self-love. And I think with Namibia, just coming from the history of Namibia and everything that happened in you know, the colonizing stages, decolonizing, and now finding a new identity with all of that on our backs. It's confusing. People are confused. I recently only learned about my race being activated when I'm in the company of white people. I'm half white and I'm half black. So, and then your race being activated the minute you're in a space with someone who's not of your own race. And suddenly you have to navigate all the things on your back. And I'm like, but what about all the talks when there's poverty involved in the family? What about the weight you have to carry when there's abuse in the family? When there's, you know, all the hush-hush things that happen? What are people grappling with, and why are they so angry? It's because of everything that we're carrying.
We're dealing with a lot of trauma as a people. We might not necessarily have experienced it ourselves, but the people who raised us did. They were taught differently from us, and that knowledge or that perception has been carried on, and it has been taught. And we have a long way to go, but I would definitely say there's progress. There's progress, and if I have to compare Namibia to other countries, like I've many gay friends who walk around freely. Nobody harasses them. Nobody does. In other countries, they hide. They hide who they are, because you don't know who will walk up to you and just start beating you.
Throw a stone at you.
You know, as much as we have a long way to go, we must also acknowledge the fact that we have moved forward.
Have come far.
The fact that you are able to do drag night, that is a step in the right direction.
Maria, did you have any pushbacks when you decided to become a director? When you came out and you said, you know, I'm doing this is why I'm. Did you get any setbacks? Did you get any raised eyebrows?
Chelsi, one thing about me, I bulldoze my way through things. I will not be intimidated. I will not shy away from what I want. I do what I want. If I'm passionate about it, I will do it with or without anybody's assistance. And there are many people in the industry who look down on me and feel like, oh my gosh, these socialites want to be everything, want to do everything, but I don't care. I'm doing a great job at it. I paid a lot of money to get the expertise, to get the education, and to just get the experience as well. And I work my butt off, you know, and I do not need anybody's validation or anybody's permission to be who I am. I'm Director Ria, and I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere.
Love that. So Lize, what are you working on at the moment? Can you share any bits and bobs with us?
What am I not working on? Can you start
please give us the list.
No, I think what COVID has taught me is that what Mother Teresa said, if you want to change the world, baby girl, go home and love your family. So I'm doing that first. I'm really just looking at my children and my husband and really like, it's mine, and nurturing that, like literally. And then obviously I'm continuing to decentralize R&B Song Night, and we're doing Song Night sessions, we're doing Drag Night. I'm doing some talks about the industry. I would love to venture into making clothes, but instead I will support Melissa Bolton, you know, my favorite Namibian designer, because she's a woman of color, and she's also come so far in just trying to show that she has ideas and that her ideas have value, and that she's doing the things for almost a decade. So yeah, and I'm just supporting people like Meisha. I even put the bag here for a little bit of clout. because they do work like with orphanages and growing food. That's where I feel the priority should lie, you know, creating textiles, creating food, creating employment, because at the end of the day, you have to do what you believe in. You have to do what you love. And I literally do exactly that. Ek worry nie. Ek worry nie. Ek doen soos Ria gesê het, I will do what I'm doing. And if it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, for me it's just about sharing our stories anyway.
Yes.
And it's just about walking each other home to get there safely anyway. So might as well do what the hell I love. And that's a bunch of things, including cooking a yummy meal. So
Okay, love that.
Ek is het honger, los maar. Gaan maar aan.
Maria, what are you currently working on?
Oh my gosh, I've been working on this for 2 years.
Wow.
But it's almost complete. It's a TV series called Nangendaps. It's my own. I created it, I directed it, I produced it, I'm acting in it as well, and I'm editing it. Well, I'm done editing it. We're currently in the final stages. And I'm so exhausted but excited at the same time. It's been coming and it is coming, and I'm just really excited for everybody to see it. And it's beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Are we invited to the premiere?
Now you are.
Can we have witnesses of the world saying we're...
Everybody gets an invitation.
Love that. Are you gonna release it? Are you gonna premiere it online, or do you want to have like a private screening?
Obviously I'll have a private screening just for the cast and a few invited guests, but I'm trying to sell it first.
Okay.
I'm hoping to sell it. I'm praying I sell it, but you never know.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed. I know it's a good product. I know a lot of effort that was put into it, so anybody would be a fool not to want to take it.
Yeah, sell it first. You know, let's see it on all the other platforms.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Okay. Lisa,
Yes.
Africa as a continent seems to be being taken more seriously these days as a place for creatives. Is that helping Namibian creatives?
I think so. If eyes are on something, then something can do something.
Yeah.
So I believe that we should just unite a little bit more. I'm really trying. I mean, why is it the first time that I'm sitting next to Maria Nepembe after we've been in the industry for a decade? Like, I really feel like times are shifting.
Yeah.
People are getting more, accessible. And with that, we need to start forming new connections.
Yeah.
And that way, show the world what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, because we've been at it. But I think just that unity and like assisting each other to get to the next level, I think that's where we are right now.
Okay, yeah, like unifying, coming together as creators.
Yeah, and featuring and collaborating. You know, I did a lot of projects just like Maria and you. We do a lot of stuff on our own because then it gets done.
Yes.
But in fact, that African proverb of, go together and you'll go far. I really think we're there now because we've been going alone and going fast, but now we need to go together and go far.
Okay, would you agree with that, Maria? Would you
Yeah, I certainly would. I certainly would. And I do believe like the reason we haven't sat maybe together it is timing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But one day a specific project would come and I'd be like, maybe I should contact Lisa for this.
Yes.
Or you'll be like,
and vice versa.
Maria
yes.
should be the perfect, person for this.
Yeah.
I think it's all about timing, what type of project you're working on, but I definitely do believe in like supporting each other.
Definitely.
Sharing each other's work.
Yes.
Showing up for each other's events.
Yeah.
Those are things that go a long way, you know.
Yeah, it's the truth.
yeah.
And like being audible about it, visible.
Yeah.
I remember going crazy. I almost said a swear word on camera. You performing KP Illa's song at that MTC thing. I lost my mind. I was like, why is this woman not a performer, a rapper? I was losing it. You and Odile, for me, you guys were insane.
Thank you.
But yeah, it was just behind the screen and we were all just there screaming. Yeah, It was amazing.
Lisa, how do you think is the theatre and the arts doing in Namibia?
I think we are getting somewhere. We're really sort of gathering and harnessing talent and understanding our role, because as artists we're just mirroring society, so we have to get into the crux of it. But I think as a woman in the arts, it's like I always have to work 1,000 times harder. I have to show up 5,000 times more, because the patriarchy is real.
It's real out here.
Yeah, would you agree, Maria? Would you say it's challenging being a woman in the arts today?
Like I said, I don't find anything challenging.
Yeah.
In fact, I love a good challenge.
Yeah.
But I definitely do believe that women, in order to be taken seriously, like super seriously, you have to do the most. And men are out there doing mediocre, you know, the bare minimum, and they're respected. Oh, it's amazing. But as a woman, you have to show up, you have to be consistent, you have to be serious, everything has to be on point for them to actually be, good job.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and we are taking over, and we will take over.
Yeah, the breakthroughs are phenomenal,
Yeah.
you know. And I see with women directors and doing the things, like literally conceptualizing and telling our stories, and you know, having your show, I mean, and representing our country internationally. I think there's just certain things that only a woman can do.
You were amazing, by the way.
Yes.
Oh,
You were
thank
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we were glued.
Yeah.
Glued.
Like, honestly, I think when I walked out in the red dress, I could see how everyone was seeing me. I was also
Yes.
like, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you're there, you're not really into it, but like now coming back home and watching the video.
Reflecting.
Reflecting. Yeah, I really had fun, and I was just like, I want to show up.
Oh,
I'm a Leo, so
wow,
I...
You did. You showed up. Those
Girl, and the pink dress,
the content.
the flamingo.
Yeah.
the national
Dude,
costume.
that is my spirit animal. When I was losing my mind. So it's just lovely to celebrate local heroes and to people who show up. Yeah.
Thank you. Lisa, how is theatre doing in Namibia? Would you consider it in a good place?
Well, we just did the Butensis play and we premiered it online, and it was NTN's first online premiere. Very tough when you're premiering stuff. I'm always premiering or pioneering stuff. It was the same with Song Night, it's the same with Drag Night. Always doing pioneering work is absolutely exhausting, but it has to be done. And it's actually lovely because you get to take the first steps on that new moon, you know? So I'm hoping and praying we can physically put Butensis on the stages and get those colored aunties to come and laugh so much that their fake teeth fall out, because that was my vision all along. And I think with what NTN is doing now, calling in freelancers, and what smaller productions, even some place like Cafe Prestige or the Barn, they're putting on small productions. And that opens a home, you know, because I feel at home on stage. Like I access a new point into myself when I get to perform. And that's what theater does so beautifully. And I think we're at a very possible place at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to get into theatre, but I know that I have to mentally discipline myself for rehearsals.
Yes, Queen.
Rehearsals is my only thing where I'm like, I have to mentally prepare for that, because yet again, that interview with Viola Davis in Oprah, she said, as soon as you get on stage, you are live.
Yes.
There's no you are live.
You
And
are
you
live.
have to remember all your lines.
Yes.
So I would definitely love to get into it.
It's amazing. The adrenaline, it literally takes over your life. It's not like film because, like you say, it's live. There's no retakes. It's not like, what happened on the other? We are live. Jessica, we are live.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to do that.
So, like, just the adrenaline. What happens is you go in all turkey, and then you go out slow. And you have to basically emulate what theater does. Is it's the highest point of your life at that moment.
Wow.
It's always the highest point of your life. And that, it's like your whole body, your whole mind, the universe, everything is just conspiring for you. And it's a phenomenal feeling.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Maria, you are a public figure. You both are. We all are public figures in this room. And the more famous you become, your private life becomes less private. Do you ever have an issue with that?
I mean, I think everybody does. There are certain aspects of my life that I would like to keep private. And I think I've done a great job at keeping my personal, like my proper personal life private. Like I never see any of my stuff that I wouldn't want to see out there. I never see it out there. And I think it's really just a matter of how you conduct yourself. What you allow, the people you allow into your life, how you conduct yourself on social media, in public, who you interact with, how you interact with people, and also just what you get up to in your private life. Like stay away from controversy, stay away from drama, you know, stay on, like, mind your business, do what you gotta do, and go home and sleep.
True.
you know.
Yeah.
But people who want to meddle, they want to know who you're dating, they want
Yeah.
to know how much money you make, they want to know where
Yeah.
you stay. It's normal. You're public interest, and people will
Yeah.
be interested and they'll want to find out. But yeah, like I said, it's just how you conduct yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. So we have another question, because I know you just said about social media. People want to find out, so we want to find out: did you get married in March, as it was indicated on social media?
Yes, I did, but I got divorced immediately. It was just for the fun of
wedding
it.
in history.
Just for the fun of it. I wanted to see what it's like to get married, and then we got it. What is it called? Annulment.
Eloped?
We got an annulment the
She
next
annulled
day.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Love that.
How up, Lee?
No, it was just content creation. It was like a
Yeah.
collaboration between industry key players like makeup artists, hairstylists, designers, your public figures, and we thought let's what do you call it? Let's break
Break the internet.
Let's break the
You
internet.
broke the
Yeah,
internet.
I was convinced that you were married.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I looked at, I think I went and just liked every single picture, because every single picture was phenomenal.
Trust me, when I get married, you will never know.
Yeah.
But are you seeing
Yeah.
someone?
No,
No.
no,
Not even in a situationship,
No.
relations.
no,
Nothing.
no,
No friends with benefits.
No.
Somebody you have a crush on.
No, man.
Celebrity crush.
no. I don't
Okay.
have time for men at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Lisa, do you try to keep your private life private?
Very much. Yeah. I celebrate the big
Yeah.
whatever, the 14-year wedding anniversary, which was recent.
How many years?
14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Did I just lie? Am I married 13 or 14 years? Wow, long COVID is
I
doing
heard
the most.
70, so that's why I was like, how many years?
No,
So-
it's either 13 or 14, but I'm not even gonna verify. But yeah, but the beautiful moments and the the thing that makes the thing. I don't post that
Yeah.
because if I do, then
What's left for
mine,
you?
what's mine, and what belongs to everybody else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love we play a lot of games and stuff, and do things at our home and listen to a lot of vinyls, and that's
Yeah.
something that I don't put on pictures on Instagram because it's mine,
Yeah,
all mine.
It's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see social media as like an illusion. It's just like a great place to play around with
Yeah.
pictures and aesthetic, and that's what I'm
Yes.
trying to build.
Yeah.
And that's why I get this a lot. When
Yeah.
people meet me in person, I'm not the person that they think I am. It's just
Yeah.
completely different. So
Yeah.
I'm always saying, no, social media is just a platform to
Yes.
Yeah.
to embrace those things that you can't really put into words or
Yeah,
like. but
yeah,
at
and
least you can
also to
post it.
share your business.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know,
Marketing.
share who you are,
Market
but you
your
don't have
brand.
to.
Yeah.
You really do not have to post.
I think
your
there's so much pressure. Like I've seen this with so many people. Like before they go to bed, they're already planning. Okay, what am I wearing tomorrow? Where am I going to take the picture from my
Yeah.
Instagram? And that's not me.
No.
Yeah, content creators.
That's
like
not-
full on.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
want to live life. I don't want
Absolutely
to
crazy.
pretend to
Everything
live
becomes content. Not that it's a bad thing, but at some point it will drive you insane
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're just thinking about Instagram. What if Instagram were just to close? What do you stand for?
And I've seen people, I've seen people who are so alive on their social media, but when I meet them in person, not about being a real person, they're like almost the direct opposite.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how much pain that person is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're putting yourself so much out there and you're doing it so beautifully and so well curated. But when I meet you in person,
You're not that
you don't want to
person.
talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And I get that because everybody is unique in their own
Yeah.
way, but I'm trying to understand the level of discomfort and the level of pain you have to go through to like be on point like that.
To be that person that
Yeah.
you really aren't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but
yeah.
do you feel, because for me, like I feel so sacred, like posting my family
Yeah,
on
of
social
course.
media. Like
Oh.
Maria, how do you feel? Like, how does it
I think-
feel?
I think with me, I'm very family oriented.
Yeah.
I've never.
Is it
That's
part
what
of your
I'm
brand?
known for. It's not. It's just who I am.
Okay.
I embrace my family. I'm crazy about my family. I'll do
Yeah.
anything about my family. I do everything for my family. So I feel like I share not the most intimate moments,
No.
but
Yeah.
I share important moments.
Yeah.
But I keep it at a certain
Caliber.
Yeah, not too much, but just enough, because I believe that also sending out a message of togetherness, taking care of your family,
Yes.
being there for your loved ones. I think
Same.
that's important. It's an
Same.
it's an important message to send out there.
Yes.
You know, you have to know where you come from. That I go to the village almost every month, every 2 months. Embrace my culture, and those are things I love to share. And family is culture, family is tradition, and for me, sharing that is important.
Same.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
constantly posting about my siblings.
Yeah.
You know, I lost my parents a while ago, and for us to not have parents mean we have to be there for each other.
Yeah.
And I want the world to know that. I
Yeah.
want to celebrate them publicly, but I'm not gonna go behind the scenes and share the last little bit of
course.
of private time.
Yeah.
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 One thing I don't share, however, is my relationship.
It's yours.
But didn't you, like, when you were a radio presenter, I remember
That was
people-
like, I was so young, and that was
Okay.
like, I was what? I was so young.
because people were like, that's apparently why you were not dating Angelo. What's his name? What's his name? Angelo, I think.
The big brother, no, he was
Yes.
just not my type.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with anything. He's just not my type.
He
I
was
didn't
just
go to
not.
Big Brother looking for a man.
Exactly.
I went there to create opportunities.
Yeah.
That's it for this episode of Chelsi Shikongo Talks. We will be back with part 2, where we will talk more to Lize Ehlers and Maria Nepembe about women in entertainment and the challenges facing women in the industry.